Okay. So then as we have once discussed about creative creative writing, report writing we have done separately, and essay writing also we have done separately. So film review, there is a video on YouTube about something that we have done in the class. So there is a video. If you want to go through the film review, you can go through that video and have an idea. And in 25 class, let's do about writing a film review separately. So today the topic is creative writing. So most of the time for the creative writing, it happens like this. You get a topic like, or maybe you get a situation and you are supposed to explain, you are supposed to describe about that situation, how that situation is, what that situation is. Or if it is a topic or if it is a sentence, it would be like you get a question like incorporate the sentence at the beginning of the story or maybe at the end of the story. You have to use the given sentence and you have to develop it into a plot, develop it into a short story or story, right? So maybe the sentence, like I think for some of you, I have given some sentences. So the sentence would be something like, it was a dull day. So then what? You have to put some more. It was a dull day. I got up late and I had to go to school. I went and like that. But remember, it should not be just a simple incident. It can be a simple incident, but you have to develop it into a creative writing. So just think then, why do we call it as creative writing? It should be creative now. You see your poems in your syllabus, short stories in your syllabus. Those are very creative. Sometimes the titles are very different. No, like we call like this title is ironical. We have ironical titles. Some titles are symbolical. So it's highly. It's not just what you see. Sometimes it's not what you see on the surface. You have to go through in depth into the story. You have to go through, make an in-depth analysis. You have to see the insight of the story, and then you understand what the story is about. So when you do a creative writing, your stories, when you write a poem, your poems or whatever, like those should have that quality. So don't just write a simple something like, I woke up, I went to school, I did my work and I came back home. Like it won't be a story. So it should be something very creative. So as a beginning, just to have an idea about that, just to have an idea how to write a story and all. As a first step for that, I have selected these pictures today. And you all have sent me some of your paragraphs also, what you have written. So let's see. So yeah, first let's take some of your the paragraphs that you sent me. So this is by Sitija. Let's take from the beginning. Second picture. So this is my one. Okay. Whose one is this?
That's mine.
Who is that? Piyumi, no? Okay. Piyumi, you read then.
Up to my mind, the first picture shows the combination between a mother and a son, theme of love. The way of their hands can suggest the love between the mother and son. The connection and love between mother and son is stronger than a diamond, bigger than the sky, and deeper than the ocean. Bond between their heart is unbreakable. This picture depicts supportiveness, positive communication, warmth, and the unbreakable love of the mother and son. The connection between their soul is eternal. This bond and the love has the power to nourish, the ability to heal, and the strength to protect. All mothers and sons have an unconditional and a very pure love. This is a very huge, strong bond of love.
Okay, so you have assumed the picture, the first picture, that the two hands. So there, then this is your idea. Okay, you can assume it as a mother because it seems like female hands, no? So you can take it as mother and son or a daughter. So then just think about the next step is you think about a story like, so it's a situation. So a small child, and so imagine the two characters are, there is a mother and there is a small child. Then you can imagine something like maybe the child is sick. So mother is worried about that and how she overcome the challenges. Or maybe like our short story Cat in the Rain. So just imagine there's a woman, she wants a baby and she struggles. How she struggles about that, and how she finds it difficult to be a mother. Or like just imagine Rukmani's character, not Rukmani, Ira's character. Like for example, you can imagine the girl's character is like Ira, the mother's character. She is a so you can see later in the story Nectarines what happened. Ira got pregnant and Ira got a child. That was an albino child, no, child with a sickness. So she then how her motherhood is, how she like. So I'm just giving you an idea. So these are like, now my pictures are like the seeds. Just imagine the pictures I sent you are like the seeds. So now you have to plant them in your mind and you have to grow it as a story. Understood? Huh? So develop it, grow it as a story. So this, so you see the picture and so you see the picture and you think the picture is about, so this is their bond, the love, warmth. So it can be like, as I said, it can be a story about, can you all remember what the poem that in O-level collection, that mother worries about her daughter? What is the name of that poem? Can somebody remember? Piyumi matakada? What's that poem? We did that mother worries that her daughter will marry and go away. She doesn't want her daughter to be like a queen, daughter to be like a bird. What is it? Can somebody remember that poem? Name of that poem? No? I can't remember the name. So that idea also you can interpret. The story, you can develop a story with a mother, about a mother, then mother over worries. So mother thinks about, so one day my daughter will marry, then I will miss her, or like that. Even your story can be fear. Yes, very good. Thank you. So even your story can be a story of flashback. Like when you write stories, but another thing I have to tell you, when you do creative writing, don't copy the other stories. Like the teledramas that you watched, there are some, you might have watched one day teledramas and like that. No? So don't copy from them and don't copy from the stories that you have read. But There was a writer called Bertolt Brecht. Do you know? Bertolt Brecht is the one who wrote Caucasian Chalk Circle. In Sinhala, we have Hunuwate Kathawa. So Bertolt Brecht once said, every writer is a thief. Actually, even Shakespeare was a thief, like not a thief, but Shakespeare took Othello. The plot he took from somebody else. It's not his own plot. So like every writer is, we call like that because like most of the time when you see a story, when you read a story or when you watch a movie, you find like some similar factors. This story is like that one. So that it would be a collection of lot of stories. So when you keep on watching a lot of movies, you feel like every movie has some characteristics of some other movie, no? But it's not the same. So when you write a story, it's okay that you can don't copy from other writers, but you can just get some ideas. Normally, when you read lot of stories, you get lot of points. So then your imagination, your creativity develops. That's why we always say like read as much as you can. When you read a lot, you develop your creativity and you get more and more plots, more and more ideas. So you can develop that creativity. So, okay. So then first picture, as Piyumi suggested, we can take it as the love between mother and a child. So that also, then as I told you, when you write it as a story, you can take it as a flashback story. Maybe the daughter married and now the mother is alone. She thinks about how she missed her daughter and all. Then finally at the end of the story, she gets her daughter comes back. Or like a woman like Ira worrying about the child. Or like she worries about not having a child. A woman worries about not having a child. Infertility of a woman. Anything. I remember once long time ago, I watched a Sinhala movie named as Lekiri Kangulu. It was about an accident that a pregnant woman met with an accident just 2 or 3 before the birth of the child. So she lost the child. So that's a nice plot about that one. At the end of the story, she became pregnant and she got a child. So if possible, you can just watch that. So that like that. Different ideas. So those are some ideas. So you develop your next step. This week homework is develop this idea into a story. Let's take another. Whose picture is this? Malmis. කාගෙද මේ? අයිතිකාරයා නැද්ද මේකේ? Who sent this to me? I can't remember. Tilotamas? නෑනේ. Abhishekas, no? Abhisheka is here in the class, no? Can somebody read this? Piyumi, can you read this picture also?
Okay, teacher. When we see towards this picture, in surface level, we can see a lake, some papers, and one paper is clear and other papers are chopped, and someone draw a heart in black color in clear paper. Maybe the leg is a boy's leg and he sits on the chair and he is drawing a heart in papers and then chop the paper and threw it to the floor. We can say the boy suffers to one of his love. Maybe it is very long time affair. Suddenly it breaks and he can't bear his problem. He falls in his mental. Very well. In addition, we can say maybe the boy weeps about his girl and the boy wears a black colored dress, especially the Christians wear black dresses to the funerals.
Okay, okay. Wait a little. There are some grammar mistakes in this, and someone draws a heart in the black color paper. Maybe the leg is boy's leg and heart on papers, and it's yeah, it breaks. It breaks, and he can't bear his problem. He falls in. Yeah, he mentally suffers like that. Some you all can see like few grammar errors, but okay, the idea is okay, correct. Yeah, continue, Pemi.
Because we can say the girl who this boy's lover is dead, and the boy had a small chance to give their life to her, but he can't do it, and now he suffers for these mistakes. Anyway, the boy weeps about the lover because the boy drew a black color heart in a light pink color background. It means the love is black color. In literature, black color isn't give good news. It gives bad news or the sad news. So we can say the boy angry with his lover. The light pink means very calm, quiet and lovely. We can say after their breakup or after her death, they have very calm, quiet and lovely bond with each other. Here the boy draws a black color, heart in pink background. It means something very bad thing happens and it falls a black point into that. Calm, quiet and lovely bond. The theme of this picture is weeping of the love or the suffering of the love. In my opinion, the love is one of the most powerful weapons in the world. It can give a new life to anyone and also it can destroy a life. And we can't give a real meaning to love. It depends on the experiences of the men or women. Someone has a best experience about love, he or she gives a positive meaning to love, and anyone has a bad experience about love, he or she gives a negative meaning to the love.
Okay, but gives here we don't say a best, has best experience. Okay, this is really good, but there are few grammar errors in this. What Abhishek has written. So, but it's very nice what she has written. She has completely analyzed the first, this second picture. It's a nice idea, and actually, it is like a kind of like you can easily develop this into a story. If anyone else, not now, it's okay. Abhishek wrote this. Anybody else want to? Yes, Sitija, it's very artistic what she has written. So if even Sitija or anyone, if anyone wants to take this idea into develop into a plot, it's okay. So it's one of your friend has written. So it's okay. You take this idea and develop this into a story. So let's see the picture once again, just to, yeah. So yeah, this is as she said, yeah, it can be a boy's leg, yes, and the black color heart, so broken, maybe like even this can be a suicide something, or like break up relationship, something related to love, and it's not a red color heart, it's a black color heart, yes. So it can be like something negativity, feeling of sadness, nostalgic, anything else you can add. Maybe dead, yeah. So one person is dead and the other person is suffering, something like that. So you can develop this into a story. So even you can take a statement, for example, love, something like love binds us, or love. I wrote, I think on my collection, there's a story about unrequited love. No? Like unrequited love means a love that did not fulfill. Love, it's a very common topic, no? So you can take it in different ways. So you can think about two characters, a boy and a girl, a man and a woman, like so develop it into a story. So a broken relationship. So something, maybe a teenage love, something like that. So yeah, the idea, its theme, it's love. So even first picture theme is love. This is theme of love between a man and a woman. Most probably this can be like a boy and a girl, a young boy and a girl. Maybe a teenage love, or maybe just very young experience of love. Yeah, something related to romantic love. So this is mother's love, right? Okay, very good. It's also a very nice idea. So you can develop that into a story. So this is by Abhisheka. This is from the last. Whose one is this?
It's 9 minutes.
Okay, Malmi, read.
This picture depicts an eye which is full of sadness, and also this picture can suggest many things. The man or woman who owns this eye may be hiding the reason for his or her suffering. The darkness of the face which this eye belongs to can also emphasize the mental situation of this person, but also it can suggest the working class of the person. The hardships he or she faces in his job may have given him her such teary eyes and a discolored face. So because of this the person can be suffered. Then as themes this can suggest theme of poverty and theme of sadness.
Okay, that's also good. So it's it's about sadness, suffering, feeling of nostalgia. No? This picture, yeah, and also like how a person bears up feelings. No? Like it can suggest working class of this person, the heart. Yeah, okay. So you can interpret it like maybe as so it can be like this. You like just think about why do you cry, or when do you cry? I remember it like now when you cry, what happened? The teardrop, like you bear it in your eye, but when you are no more able to bear that teardrop, it falls down as a tear. No, that's how you cry. No, you try your best. No, you try your best to keep it inside your eye, but when you're unable to keep that, it falls down. No, so. Yes, yes, Piyumi. So then it's a kind of like how the rain happened, like the way that rain falls down when the clouds clouds get all the water and all, like when it cannot keep up the drops of water, that the drops, it comes like rain, it falls down like rain. So like the pressure, no, it's most of the time like you release your yes, when you cannot bear the pain, or when it's a way of releasing your pressure, your stress. So it's better if you cry and release that. So maybe this can be a working class woman, or maybe like most of you all have done the short story Evelyn. So a woman that suffers with social interference, how the society how society troubles you, and how you cannot bear up that feeling, how you cry, how it is. And the pressure, how you release your pressure. Then anything else, what so the sadness, and your like what else? So here still it's the tear, it's like the heavy feeling, no? The heaviness, how you feel that, there's depression. It can be depression also, no? How unbearable the feeling is. So you think about a woman's character, maybe a girl's character, something socially, how she troubled. Just think about Akuna's character, how Akuna felt when uncle, can you all remember the story? How Akuna felt when uncle tried to make the harassments to her, and how she felt when she was all alone in an unknown country. So she was like, at night, she felt like somebody choking her neck. So then the teardrops, she was about to cry. So there is a woman, yes, frustration. Yes, Daphne, Blink seemed to carry the unspoken weight of sorrow and paint the lashes. It's very nice idea. See, you all have nice ideas. නොගොල්ලෝ මේ class එකේ වැඩිය කතා කරන්නේ නැහැනේ. When I give something like this, you all talk then. Very nice. Daphne, can you share it in the on the messages that as everybody can see? Okay. So very nice. Right. So that's also a nice idea. So you can develop that into a story, right? Then next, this picture from whom?
My ma'am.
Okay, Tilotama, read.
According to me, the above picture depicts a kind of human emotion. The person in the given picture can be seen to be sad through his or her eye. The first thing I noted there was a person's eye was full of tears, which is trying to come out. I could relate the situation because whenever I feel sad, I don't have anyone beyond me to give me their shoulder. Till date, I stand for myself. Obviously, I could relate that the person in this picture is going through a very tough time. And for sure, I could tell the person is a strong human being because he or she isn't ready to drop their tears on the ground. And the person in the picture seems to be like he or she is in a dark place or in a closed room, which tells his or her boldness of being strong. Yes, there are a lot of human beings as me, as the one showed in the picture, still exist in the modern and foolishly updated society.
Okay, very nice. So that's what we have already discussed. Very nice idea. So maybe like it can be a person in a prison, no? How he or she bearing up the feelings. So even as Tilotma said, you can think it as like you can imagine like I as the narrator. So I'm there. This is what I feel and all. So we have learned a technique called a stream of consciousness. So you can develop this as like the stream of consciousness of somebody. So that person is step by step releasing his or her thoughts. So you can do that. It's also a nice idea. Once again, the fourth picture, who's this? Is this the favorite picture for everyone? That's why I always say like people love the sadness than the happiness. What do you think? Huh? Yeah, who's that?
It's mine, ma'am.
Okay, read Dudeshika.
In this picture, we can see an eye. It looks like an eye of a child. However, this eye open without any emotion. This eye can be seen glistening with tears, maybe because this small child hurt by something. His hopelessness showcased through his eye. This picture can be concluded that this half-closed eye will be looking intently at something. Throughout this picture, we can consider that this child is emotionless. Sometimes we can guess this child tries to control his emotions, and also loneliness can be seen in this picture because of his pitiable eye.
Okay. Now see one picture, 2-3 different ways of writing. No? So now she has assumed it as a child. Yes, good. another way of interpretation. The child can what the child feel, and also helplessness. It's their emotion without emotions. Yes. Then how the pressure that person has. Very nice. So this you can think about a child's character. So the child can be the main character. Then you can develop it into a story. Okay. Third picture. I cannot make it other way. Sorry. Can you read whose picture is this?
It's mine, teacher.
Okay, Saimi, can you read? You look at your
As
one.
in,
Yeah.
as in for the first look of this picture, it shows some kind of violence. As the person in white looks like a girl, I can subtly conclude that this might be some type of domestic violence. Sri Lanka is one of the top countries who Sri Lanka is one of the countries who tops in aspect of domestic violence. It could be between a married couple or between a parent and a child. Being abusive physically or verbally towards your intimate partner is what someone can call as domestic violence.
Good. So that also very interesting, a picture that you can talk a lot. It can be violence, harassment, sexual harassment. No? So maybe a woman being raped, or like any kind of violence. So you can think about an incident where you think about what type of violence you are talking about, or like it can be harassment, it can be bullying. So maybe like here, I think here is a woman. So maybe the woman, like somebody attempted to rape a woman, and then woman killed that person. So different ways, and also it's always like it's always the society point out, like when something happened, most of the time we point out the girl or the woman, like it happened in this way or that way, or on the other way around also. Sometimes we sympathize the woman all the time. We sympathize the woman when raping or something happened. Or it's my point is this: you can think one, you can take one picture and you can assume it in different ways. So the purpose that I gave these pictures also, think in different perspectives. You don't need to think, everybody does not need to think in the same way. Think in a different way, like in depth, like go into insight of that in-depth analysis. So you think about the picture in a different way. So the picture is like a seed. Then you have to develop it into a creative writing, into a story, into a short story. Okay. So this is once again fourth picture. Who's that? Yes, Daphne. This is also a very nice idea. Who's you share both of these ideas on the group, or on as everybody can see. Only I can see when you sent it like this. Very nice. Whose picture is this? Hurry up. Sitija, okay. Sitija, read. Your mic is not working then. We see an eye with okay. Once again, I think, closer to the picture, we can see that the person shows some kind of sadness, maybe close person. Yeah, like we use two words, introvert, extrovert. Experiencing some kind of yes, it can be the isolation of a person, loneliness of a person. Yes, good. Okay. The whole world maybe is a person who's teenager and may understand. Yeah, like nobody, like a lot of feelings, but nobody understands. There's no one to understand the person. So how that person keeps that feeling inside, and how he suffers, and all. There's one more thing by Tevni. Tevni, are you in the group? Can somebody quickly read this? Tilotama, can you read Tebni's one?
Yes, ma'am. The theme of the picture is relationships. True relationships are always more than physical contacting. It's a bond which happens in heart with feelings. In this world, people has many kinds of different relationships, and there has fake relationships too. In my top opinion, there hasn't any frame or pattern to a relationship. They are always unique. Just like some lovers always talk calls and text each others, but some aren't. But still, there are lovers. In a relationship, it is important to be like water because there can be many different shapes of pots which we have to fit in, and that's how we can truly experience and enjoy our relationships. But that doesn't mean we have to stuck to every relationship, whether it is good or bad or toxic. But the most important thing is to understand it, and acting like water can help it.
Mm.
The first picture.
Okay, very nice. So about like all these, you can develop like the topic is story writing. You got the pictures,